Hi there, Lloyd Machedo, Sweeney from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 13th July 2018. Time right now is 9:32. I wanted to give you my thoughts on, self-love versus being able to love others more than you love yourself. That is being self-sacrificing or self-giving. Now, in almost all religions, in almost all societies, there's always this thing that love your neighbor as you love yourself, or do good to others, or sacrifice yourself to others. In fact, if you have a look at most of the relationships that are there, once the guy falls in love or the girl falls in love, they tend to give so much of themselves to the other person. In fact, there are many people who love their spouse more than they love themselves. They keep giving, they keep sacrificing, they keep doing everything possible for the other person. And you can see this a lot more, especially when people have children. I know a few couples who could never conceive, never have a child, and when they got this child, they literally treated this child like a god, like a king, where they would bring the best clothes, the best food, the best education, the best everything. Now, I'm totally against this concept. The reason I'm against this concept is because when you give someone more importance than you give yourself, when you love someone more than you love yourself, and when you take care of someone more than you take care of yourself, you'll have to constantly keep giving. There'll be no end to it, and automatically your value will depreciate. Now, let me give you an example between me and my wife. I've let my wife know very explicitly right from day one, the most important thing in the relationship is not her, is without a doubt not her. And even today when she's pregnant and I'm going to have the baby, it's not my baby. It's not going to be her, it's not going to be my baby. It is my brand, it is my work. I love my work, I'm very passionate about my work, I'm very passionate about my brand. Given a choice, if I had to choose between my wife and my brand, it would be my brand. The child and the brand, it would be my brand. There's no question, there's no doubt about it. And if she tell me like choose your brand or choose me, I would, even without thinking, I choose my brand. The reason being is, this is what wakes me up in the morning, this is what I'm passionate about, this is what feeds me, this is what gives me money, this is what takes care of me, this is what I base my entire, and it's a form of self-love, because the brand Lloyd Machedo represents who I am, my purpose, my function, my everything. Now, there are a lot of people who say, oh, Lloyd, that is so selfish. Yes, because if I don't love myself, if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of anyone. Like, for example, if you see the aircraft, in the aircraft, when they give you these emergency bits of advice, in case there's a cabin pressure or oxygen is reduced in the aircraft, oxygen mask will pop down. They always tell you, first put the mask for yourself and then put it for the children or babies. Why they tell you not to put for the babies first is because if the child is not able to take care of itself, if you take care of them and you save them and you die, and then they are supposed to take care of them like swim or do something, they can't, because obviously if they couldn't even put an oxygen mask. So you take care of yourself first, you can take care of them. So in the same way, if I don't take care of myself, I don't take care of my health, I don't take care of my work, how can I feed them? How can I take care of them? How can I look after them? So it's very necessary for you to love yourself first. And that also includes if the person is a liability, if the person's a headache, if the person's pulling you down, if the person's destroying your peace of mind, your happiness, your joy, or your meaning to life, then it's high time where you break the relationship. So that is why I've advised many people, and I've told them that when you're selecting a partner, take your time, be careful. But when you're breaking up with a partner, break up easily, very fast, because if you get red flags or warning signals, you must take action. Because remember this, a relationship, yes, there are chances a relationship can get better, but the majority of the time it gets worse, because familiarity breeds contempt. When you meet a person initially, you're like in complete wow, full of love, anticipation, you're like amazing. But then as time goes by, that magic, that anticipation, that initial fun that was there, it all goes away, the thrill, and then the routine sets in, then it becomes boring, and then the honeymoon phase, like they say, is over. So I'm of the opinion that you need to love yourself first, have lots of self-love, value yourself much more, respect yourself much more, do whatever it takes to be right up there, then give love and importance to everyone else. Don't end up sacrificing and giving everything of yourself to others. People will take it for granted. That's a human nature. And as they take it for granted, then they will value you less. And eventually they'll realize you're useless, because they would always want someone who values themselves more than what they value themselves. Because there's always this feeling that, oh, this person's better than me, I deserve this person. They'll never go for this person's worse off than me, let me go for this person. So spend more time on yourself, more resources on yourself, more attention on yourself. Try to be the best, and the person will always love you, because they'll realize, I can never get someone as good as this person. However, if they feel that you're below their level, they will always look at you as an option who they can get rid of. That is why my wife totally worships me, because I take care of myself first before anyone else. And finally, last but not the least, remember, as long as you're useful, as long as you're an asset, as long as you're a benefit, people love you much more. The minute you become a liability, that's where the root of all the problems begin. I've seen this happen. I'm not saying it's you or your partner. Maybe you're the most selfless character, maybe you're the most giving character, but this is the reality, the ugly reality of life. So Lloyd from Machedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo in Think Personal Branding, sharing with you his views. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I always read your comments. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. This is me signing off for now. Take care.